On the subject of football, for full disclosure, I did mention it in my intro to you. You're a big Raider fan.
Yes, sir.
How did that happen, first of all?
Probably about 6 or 7 years old. My dad was downstairs watching a game, and I went down and see what he was up to. And it was the Raiders versus, I believe, the Chargers at the time. This was at the old Coliseum, the LA Coliseum Stadium. And just sat down and watched and was just mesmerized by players like Howie Long and I'm trying to think. Number 83 is a wide receiver, ex-Chicago Bears receiver. Guy that signed to the Raiders, I think, a year before that. But yeah, just loved the commitment to excellence, just family-oriented type of team. And Al Davis, of course.
Yeah,
it's just a flashy guy.
I think that was about the same time I became a Ram fan, actually, because that was I liked the helmets. And Dickerson was, and I actually got to meet Eric Dickerson just before his Hall of Fame induction. So, and of course, you mentioned Howie, one of the best, certainly a character on the TV, and his son Chris played for the Rams as well.
They had two sons in the NFL. I think one was the D-line, the other was O-line.
Yeah, Chris was D-line and Kyle was O-line. And of course, when the Rams moved to St. Louis, which would have been the same year I started playing football, our junior year, I became even more of a fan. And then 2016 goes around, and it feels like my heart was sharing. Because I don't know what the Raider fan experience was, but certainly from the St. Louis perspective, we feel we were lied to and about. We were branded as, you're not real football fans, you're just a baseball town. Yeah. What was the Raider reaction to that whole situation?
That's one of the unique things is, like, they always talk about Raider Nation and stuff. It's all over the place. So it doesn't matter really the venue in my mind. It's just, just a part of life. And so with them, they always move from Oakland, LA, back to Oakland, now Las Vegas. I mean, it doesn't make really much of a difference, at least for me as a Raiders fan, where they play. I do like the aspect that they do have their own stadium, not sharing it, or it's not like I mean, I guess UNLV plays there and stuff, but it's just, it's one of those things where it's a true home field stadium, even though it is in Vegas, and there's, probably a lot of times where it's sold out for the other team, but it's just, it's part of it, and I never had a problem with it. I mean, me being from Kansas City too, I've got a little different perspective, but talking with some fans, from California and stuff, they all still follow. They're like, it's a way of life. It's not really I don't know. You have to be from that town.
I don't know any Charger fans, but I have heard that they're not too happy with the Charger aspect of all of that. In that case, they actually had a little bit of a say in that they got to vote on their on a new stadium there, and they soundly rejected it. And I feel that Dean Spanos and Mark Davis now were a hell of a lot more honest to their fan bases than Stan Kroenke and Kevin Dumoff were. So,
well, it was, I mean, I'd never experienced Oakland, but just from talking with some of the fans, just how terrible the stadium it was. And I mean, it sucks that you're losing that atmosphere, but at the same time, if you're, putting everybody's health at risk, basically, it's just not.
I've heard horror stories about the Oakland Coliseum. Glad the A's are getting out there.
Exactly. It's unfortunately. It would have been nice to see them do something, but
but it's California, and they don't really do that sort of thing. It's gotten to the point I barely follow the NFL anymore. I did kind of follow this past season because, believe it or not, even though I'm not a Chiefs fan, I'm 2 degrees of separation from the whole Kelsey Swift romance. One of my Chesco workers, his neighbors with Travis Kelsey.
Nice.
Listen to this and much more on This Podcast is Uncalled For. Available now wherever you podcast.